What's going on, guys? It's Aaron here, coming to you from the trenches, and I know, I've been in the trenches a little bit long when it comes to the Quora Partner Program, but overall in this video, I'm going to tell you straight up the honest answer if the Quora Partner Program is dead in 2021. I'm going to go through my experience with Quora overall and just different hints and signs, whether alluding to the fact that whether if it's still dead or alive. I'm going to, of course, talk about the pros and cons of Quora, other ways you can still make money using Quora, and lastly, to sum it all up, if it's dead or not, just be sure to watch the whole entire video so you get the full picture, and that way you can make a decision on your own whether or not you should, continue to either contributing questions to the Quora Partner Program, or if you just should stop and, look at other ways to make money online. So let's get right into it. So, if you don't know me already, my name is Aaron Bogle. I make content mostly about building a social media marketing agency, how to get clients for it, how to get them results, etc., etc. But I also talk about different ways you can make money online. So, Quora is one of those ways. So, if you like that kind of stuff, not only with social media marketing agency, how to build that, but just other ways you can make money online without much time and effort, be sure to hit a like on this video and subscribe so you stay up to date with all that content. So overall, I joined the Quora Partner Program around 2019, and I'll be honest, it was probably one of the best things ever, because you can earn between $3 to $5 a day once you had a substantial amount of questions. It got to a point where it was even higher than that. I was earning like $5 to $10 a day. I think I was consistently earning $10 a day at one point, and then there was one month where I earned around $300, and I was simply just by literally asking questions. As you can see here, I've earned a total of $500, but as you can see recently, 24 hours I haven't earned much. 7 days, 30 days, I've literally earned 18 cents for the most part, right? And this happened a while ago too. So if you've seen my video, if you haven't, watch that video after this one. I talk really in detail about why earnings have dropped overall and what you can do about it. At that point, I did not think the Quora Partner Program was a complete waste, but now it's gotten even worse to the point that, questions that were constantly earning me money have, completely stopped overall. And that's because Quora did recently change its algorithm. But another thing that's related to that is that they've stopped accepting people to the Quora Partner Program. So this means that there's simply just either they're at the right amount or there's too many people asking questions on Quora. And you can imagine that if there's so many people asking questions on Quora can only pay so much people to do that, to actually ask those questions overall. But it's not all bad. As you can see here, the top earning partners are still earning a killing, like $1,000 this week, $1,000, $800, $500, $400 in a week, just from asking questions or the questions they've already asked. They're still earning a good amount of money. And if you go into question value insights, we can see that, even from a month ago, people are still earning money. But, this used to be filled to the brim with at least 7 or 8 questions. Now, it's lucky that even one is here. There's still a good amount of questions that earn, between, $10 and $100, with the max one being $50 overall. But, overall, it's still just hard to understand, how Quora, pays out its how it pays out overall, right? So another big thing is that when you try to see, okay, because one thing people would do is okay, let me understand what other questions this person asked, or the history of this question. So what would people do is that they would go into view stats and log, so then you can see the people who answered it, etc., etc. You can go to the person who asked the question, but you can see that the account has been banned. And this brings up another question of, are the people who are actually top earners, are they still, in a Quora? Are the people who are making money with Quora, are they trying to manipulate, Quora's earning system to make the most money, and then they're getting caught, they're getting banned, and obviously because of that, Quora's not going to pay them. So that's another big factor overall when it comes to the Quora Partner Program. And just lately, I haven't been earning money just from the questions I've asked. And in the past 30 days, I've only earned like 9 cents, 3 cents, 1 cent here and there. So obviously, just from the questions that I've asked, it's just not become profitable for me to actually keep asking questions on the Quora Partner Program. But there's one thing that I think Quora is focusing more its efforts on and is pushing for, and thus if they're pushing for it, they're willing to pay you and other people for it if they actually do it right, and that is through spaces. So what Quora Space is, you can just imagine it as a Facebook group where you can put questions on there that other people have asked. If you get enough people to look into your space, that ad revenue goes directly to you as well. As you can see here, they do have an earnings. You can earn money when it comes to making a space, but what you have to do is you have to get engagement, actually gather the space. It's kind of like getting and growing a Facebook page, a Facebook group overall, right? So you can currently see I have 83 followers, and it wasn't really much effort I've done. You can literally just go on suggestions, see the question if it's related to your page. You can just go share to space. You can say something about it if you want to. Share, boom. And then boom, you put content on your space. You can also put other things. You can add your own posts. You can have other people add their own posts, etc., etc. So this is where I think Quora is pushing. I've been getting a lot more emails about it. I've been getting like, hey, look at this space overall. So this is where Quora is pushing more of its efforts. So I think the partner program is, Quora is not giving much effort, much attention to it, but they're giving more attention to spaces overall. So that's what you should be focusing on. Another thing is that Quora has, even just outright said that we're not going to be paying for as many things. So what you used to be able to do is you can request answers to someone else's questions and you would get paid for it if the other person answered that question. Now that since April 2020 they stopped doing that, they're no longer paid for answer requests for the questions, and you can no longer do template questions. So if you said what are the best restaurants in Philadelphia, you can't ask Philadelphia, what are the best restaurants in Philadelphia? What are the best restaurants in California? What are the best restaurants in San Diego? You get the idea. Because a lot of people were doing that. That could possibly be the reason why, so many accounts were banned overall, because, they have all these template questions, and that's not overall giving value to people. So Quora is not going to pay you for that overall. Overall, now that you have the whole picture, is the Quora Partner Program still worth it? Is it dead in 2021? In all honesty, yes, I think it is, because I'm simply not earning, I'm not earning a lot of money doing these questions. A lot of people are. I'm saying for me, it's dead, because I have my SMMA, I have my, my online business that is earning me a lot more money than asking questions ever could. So I'd rather spend an hour, focusing on that, growing, doing work for clients, doing outreach for myself. Rather spend an hour doing that and spend an hour asking questions here, when I can at most possibly earn like 5 cents, right? But just because the Quora Partner Program is dead, in my opinion, that doesn't mean you still can't make money using Quora. So another way is to use Spaces. Once you set it up and optimize it, of course it's going to take a while to start up, but once you actually do that, you can see that you're going to be able to make a good amount of money online, and then you can see that there's a higher barrier to entry. So because of that, once you start earning good money with the Quora Spaces, then it's probably going to stay that way for a long time. That's the reason why the Quora Partner Program, I feel quickly, the earnings decreased, because the barrier to entry was so low. A lot of people joined, thus, a lot of people, needed to get paid for that, and thus they can't pay out as much as they used to. So in all honesty, if you're in the Quora Partner Program now, keep your account, ask questions from time to time that you think of, but I don't really give much effort to it. I rather focus on my SMMA, which I have a ton of videos about on this channel right here overall, or focus on Spaces, or you could be one of those people, answer questions on Quora. And of course, another way you can make money is by using affiliate links. So it's just you answer questions on Quora, you can put a link to it with an affiliate link, and then people can click on that link, and then if they want to buy the product, you obviously get a commission from it. Just keep in mind that Quora doesn't really like links, so be sure you're providing a lot of value in that answer, because there's been questions where I've done that and Quora just blocked that answer, or just they deleted it simply just because it just had an affiliate link in it. So just be sure you're adding a lot of value, or you just answer a lot of questions, you give value to people, then people go to your homepage, they see your profile, and then you can put links here, like I have my YouTube channel up here and different stuff like that. So is the Core Partner Program dead? My opinion, it's not really worth your time. It's not really worth your effort. There's a lot more things you can do that can get you a lot more money. If you still want to focus on making money with Quora, leave a comment below if you want me to go more specific about affiliate marketing within Quora overall, or how to optimize and get followers and grow a space. But yeah, that's just the honest truth, guys. Like, the Core Partner Program right now is dead. It could get rejuvenated, but I wouldn't really bet on it. But overall, watch this video on the side right here so you can learn more about why earnings have decreased. I go in a lot more detail. It includes website traffic, just the demand of it, etc., etc. I'll see you guys in that video. Take care.